I've got some extra crackers and I feel I want to jazz them up a bit. So I figured I would try those, I don't know what they're called, like party crackers? I'm not quite sure. That's what I'm gonna call them. Those, you know, they are made with saltines or like oyster crackers, and you kind of butter them up and throw some seasoning on them and kind of just bake them, and they become this other beautiful thing altogether. So I've decided that my club crackers will get the saltine treatment, and we're gonna see how this goes. I'm just getting my crackers onto a lined sheet pan here, and I am preheating my oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I have some melted butter here, just probably 5 or 6 tablespoons or so. And instead of taking them and just throwing them in the butter, I thought it'd be easier to spread them all out, kind of just go to town. Just kind of give them a good little swipey swipe. Get them so that they have some butter on them. Oven's ready. Now that I have holy watered these crackers with butter, they are completely blessed right now. I mean, I could probably just eat these like this, but I won't. I'm gonna try a few different combinations of flavors. I've decided that I'm going to go with like the everything bagel seasoning on some. I did make a little concoction of ranch powder seasoning and a little bit of crushed red pepper flake. And on a few of them, I want to give them the cinnamon sugar treatment. That's kind of what I'm doing with these. And now pretty much I'm just gonna sprinkle all my seasonings to whichever ones I want, and then we shall be good. This is the ranch powder. I wanna get them good and flavored up. Another way to go about this too would probably be to kind of put your seasoning inside of the butter, and then if you're going to toss these crackers in the butter, you can just kind of get them coated that way, but I think you get a little more extra goodness if you do it this way. Get some everything bagel on here. And some cinnamon sugar, and this is obviously just cinnamon and sugar. But a lot of people put some other spices in here, like you can do nutmeg or like allspice. You could make this like fall themed and do a pumpkin spice if you wanted to. You do what you want to do. We have got all of our crackers ready to go, all buttered up and all seasoned up. I'm gonna stick these in the oven for, I'm gonna start with 15-20 minutes. You don't want them to get burnt, but you definitely want them to turn a little bit brown. And if you're putting, depending on what you put on top of here, like these everything bagel spices are definitely gonna toast up a bit too, but you just don't want to burn them. Look at that. It's been 15 minutes. I thought I'd pull them out now. I didn't want them to get too much more brown, but they have definitely toasted up. They are crispy. They're not soggy from all that butter. I bet they're just even more delicious, but they smell amazing. So I'm just gonna let these cool for a second. I'm gonna transfer them to like a plate, and then I wanna eat them. So it's very exciting in all their glory. Look at that, they are just cute. They smell great, they look great. This is great looking for a little party spread with different kinds of dips. And it was completely very easy to make. All I needed was some butter, crackers, and whatever seasoning you like. It's kind of a beige dish. There's not a lot of color going on, but I'm gonna say something controversial, but some of the best tasting food is not colorful. I said what I said. So now I want to try. Now I'm gonna try the sweet. This is the cinnamon sugar. All over there. Oh yes. That is so good. Club crackers are a little buttery anyway, so it's just an extra flavor of butter in there. And with the salt, it makes it 10 times better. That's good. And they're super crunchy. Now for the everything bagel. Nice little close up on that. Delicious. Oh, yes. I love everything bagel. So these are like a winner. This would be good left out with some cream cheese or something. You could just dip it in. Perfect. And for the ranch seasoning with a little bit of crushed red pepper. Nice and fully seasoned. That's a good flavor. Oh, it's kind of like a little bit of the tang from the ranch just kind of hits you in the back end. Ooh, well, not in the back end, but you know what I mean? Back of the throat. I'm gonna stop talking. These are very good. These would be great with like a French onion dip or something like that. Perfect. These are nice and tangy. These are super flavorful. And these are nice and sweet and salty. Very delicious. This is more perfect, fast party food that I don't think anyone's going to complain about. And you can do very large batches of these all in one. Whatever cracker you do, these will work. I think this is a lovely recipe, so you should make it and enjoy.